Hello, God. I'm getting some hiss. Yeah, I'm getting some hiss. Could you smite that hiss for me? Just a little bit of lightning. Well, welcome to the Transmit Podcast. I'm your host, Spike.
I'm Samantha.
I'm Victor.
And we have a cornucopia of trailers after we get through the lounge. So, look, let's get right into this, okay? Let me bring this down a little bit and let it play while in the background.
Well, I mean, does the lounge include our discussion of who should play the next Wolverine? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Like, the main bit will be these trailers we're reacting to. Let me just go through a little bit of my corporate life.
Oh.
So I got to deliver these things called mini pops. Like, Disney is now like they've invaded my life.
Pop Funkos, but
No,
mini ones?
yeah, like itty bitty tiny things. Here, I got the the picture over here. That's a picture of my butt. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, none of us want to see
Are you
that.
thinking about buying any of those
My butt.
pops?
Oh no, those pops no. Like, let me show you.
You might buy some poppers.
I might some poppers.
Neither of you know what that
Might do some whippets.
is. Okay, maybe you do know what it is.
Hi-oh. Paste, and I'm gonna send it to you. So we have these tiny little like figurines that just one day they said, okay, listen, anyone who spent more than $30 gets one of these, and anyone who gets deliveries has spent more than $30. And so basically what I did was
They're not mini pops, they're micro pops.
I know they remind me of micro machines. Honestly, I had a bunch of those.
You didn't buy one to open it up to see what they look like?
I'd have to spend $30 for that, and I said no to that.
Oh.
$30 for that little tiny bag?
Well, $30. You get groceries too. Like, you get $30 worth of groceries, and then this. So I would say, oh, here's your groceries. Oh, also, here you go. The Disney company says hello.
Best buddies.
I would say it kind of menacingly, like.
You did not.
I know. I actually did. I swear to God. I say, oh, the Disney company says hello. Because for some reason, I don't know what tie-in we're having, but it was a one-day thing for us at .com. But it was so weird. Like,
They put kids' toys in a fruit snack-sized bag.
Yes,
that poses a severe choking hazard to anyone under a certain age.
Then they gave me like a grocery bag with like the number that corresponded to the number of orders I had, and said give one to each customer. And I deliver up in Rancho Bernardo. It's primarily like octogenarians up there, so they got this little thing. I thought it was candy at first.
So you're telling me that you delivered all of these to old people who wouldn't even know or care, and you didn't think to bring one home?
Shit. Okay, you know what? That's on me. That is on.
What kind of an idiot?
Apparently, I am the worst kind of idiot. Oh, my God.
I'm disappointed because I want to know what these look like. I'm
just
guessing
Googled
they
them.
don't. Okay.
Also, that day I delivered to somebody named Cinnamon Born, and I think that's a stripper name, right?
Are you allowed to tell us the name of one of your guests?
Listen, I'm not giving you the person's address, but
Cinnamon.
I'm pretty sure it's a fake name. Like, some
We can
people,
all just Google that, though.
Right. Let's see who.
okay, Google
Rancho Bernardo area.
if you can find someone named Cinnamon Born, I will take this out of the podcast.
Just bleep it. The
Yeah.
mini pops, they're like busts, actually.
Yeah, I looked them up.
They're
Yeah,
not even the full character. They're just like tiny little busts.
Yeah, I know. It's. I don't know what Disney's doing here. Oh, you got something?
Valley Center.
Ah, crap.
You freaking idiot.
Listen, it's a porn name, and now I got some bleeping to do.
She's also on Pinterest.
Okay. Oh, she's on Pinterest. Okay, so I got.
Does she have an OnlyFans?
Oh.
Okay, 420.
You should keep some of this conversation in.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove the last name. Cinnamon's a good name. Either she changed her name or her mother knew she was gonna be a porn star.
All I'm saying is that her Instagram has her name, and in the description is
a
house, a house
Shit.
emoji, Valley Center. This is...
Okay, you know what? Listen, who knew that this person lived in Valley Center? What kind of person? Valley Center is not a place where that person's name exists, okay? It's a lot of Cletuses and a lot of like Berts. Ah, God, this is my life. You know what? Okay, listen. You wanted to talk about who could play Wolverine. Oh, this is my life. And it's ending 1 second at a time.
It's a good thing we don't live stream these.
Yeah, really good, because I'd have put someone on blast.
Yeah, so we were actually talking about...
Yeah, because I was scrolling through my YouTube feed and Screen Rant posted something about Keanu Reeves would have played... He would have wanted to play Wolverine. He thought that would have been really... He thought that would have been really cool, but I don't think he would have been a good Wolverine.
No, he would not have been a good Wolverine.
I mean, I'm not... I wouldn't be mad about it.
I wouldn't be mad, but like he's a better Baba Yaga.
See, I thought that he was in talks to play Karnak.
Oh, really?
From the Immortals or whatever. Is that what it is?
He's in something. No, he's in the new Cyberpunk game. He's in that.
Yes,
Cyberpunk
but I don't
2077.
know that Karnak is part of Immortals.
Oh. Well, what was going on? Apparently, Kevin Feige's always in talks with Keanu Reeves every time they're coming out with
everyone.
Every time they're coming out with a new movie, like they're trying to figure out how they can get him in.
Yeah, he used to be not much, but now he's like box office gold.
I know. They're trying to like get him into the MCU, but they can't find the right role for him.
Yeah, and
they just know that they want him.
They know
desperately.
they want him. Yeah, there's a lot of roles I think he'd be like phenomenal for, and like it used to be like especially if you've seen like the new like Bill and Ted trailer, like he actually has he's a pretty good range.
He really does.
He does, yeah.
He goes from like he looked like an intense brooding dude in like the John Wick series, and he can play like a total like whoa bro dude in like in the
every other movie he's ever done.
Yeah, pretty much,
including Parenthood, which is like his first big starring role. Point Break.
Oh, what was he? He was in the Dangerous Liaisons with everyone's favorite angry Olive Garden customer. What's his name? Is it being John Malkovich?
Oh.
Yeah, he killed John Malkovich in that movie. It's like I drove the blade in.
Seen that?
I've seen a bunch of it, but we've all seen the movie it was based on with Sarah Michelle Gellar, Cruel Intentions.
Oh.
Yeah, like the remake of it. Let me see, Bill and Ted, The Matrix.
He was
he's
also
going to be in
in
The Matrix 4.
Yes, which I'm stoked for.
Oh, yeah.
He was also in Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, he was.
Mm-hmm.
Is it weird that like I am kind of stoked for another Matrix movie, even though like a second later I'm asking myself, but why? Because like the first one.
The response to that is why not?
No, the first one was unequivocally a great movie, phenomenal movie.
Yes.
Number 2 was like, it was okay. Then the third one was like,
I think some of that had to do with some of the effects that they used.
Some of the effects, yeah.
Because like it still fell in line with the story that they were trying to tell, which was about like metamorphosis and transition.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
I think the effects that they used kind of took away from some of it because maybe they got a little too big for their britches with it.
Maybe,
but I feel like they went really hard on the green filter.
Yeah.
In the second movie?
Oh, yeah.
There was just like
anything that was in the real world?
Hints of green in the first film, and then the second film, it was just like you've gotten punched in the throat.
It's like, hey, who
with green?
Yeah, who sprayed GAC in my eyes?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's like from
heavy.
the perspective of Neo, because now he knows he's in the Matrix, so everything just looks kind of
puke green
to him.
Yeah,
so it's like he's been awakened, so we've been awakened. So we know that we're in the Matrix.
But at no point are we sitting there thinking like, no, he's in the real world. That's the real world. He's not in the. No, we know he's flying to the freeway scene.
But I think what people really liked about the first one, it was just a guy. He was a regular guy. He worked at an office.
Yep.
And then he was awakened, and he found out that like he was in the Matrix, and that was really cool. But then once that's like been resolved, and you figured out like, oh, you're in the Matrix, then you do 2 more movies like kind of dealing with that.
Well, especially when
it's not like the same story anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Especially when they mess it up and they say like, oh, apparently they weren't supposed to be batteries. They were supposed to be a neural network.
That's what I was going to bring up. If they make the neural network, if they make it a neural network instead of batteries in the new Matrix, then I'm totally down for that. That'd be awesome.
I just want
because that's what the Matrix It's supposed to be the machines were using all the human brains in a matrix.
Yeah.
To use humans as like AI to solve problems. And stuff.
I just want to know if 2020 is the real world or the Matrix.
It's a simulation.
2020 is hell.
So the real world?
Yeah. So we were talking about Wolverine. Who can play Wolverine? I like the Letterkenny guy. Let's finish that up before we move on to.
I had
You have a list.
The main character from Letterkenny, I really like for that because he's for all the reasons he's buff. He's in his mid-30s. He can play him for a while. He's Canadian.
Yeah, on Reddit they have like a little meme. It's okay, hear me out. He's Canadian. He's under 6 feet.
Yep.
He's already in good shape.
Oh yeah.
He's 35, so he can play this part for 10 to 15 years.
Hugh Jackman played it for it felt like 20 years.
He's not super well known, so his fame wouldn't overshadow the role.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And Marvel has had great success turning comedic actors like Chris Pratt and Paul Rudd into
action stars.
Heroes.
Yeah.
And then Wayne from Letterkenny.
I don't like his face.
What the fuck? Listen, he's not supposed to be like a guy you like fall in love with. Are you looking at him from Letterkenny?
I'm literally looking at the meme.
Oh, the meme. Oh yeah, look at him like he's in a regular picture of him because that's him playing a character. Like he like turns on. He flips a switch. And suddenly he's like this other dude who's like, I suppose, like he's a Canadian. Like, listen, he's like, I've seen an interview with him, and he is like this like jovial, like he looks like a guy you'd want to have a beer with.
He looks like they could maybe cast him after Henry Cavill retires.
Okay, look, yeah, listen, he's gonna retire. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he's got like this little forehead curl. He could just play Clark Kent.
That's fine. Listen, he's got that jawline. He's got the jawline.
So
okay, let's look at this.
There's
list.
a list of 15 from Screen Rant.
And
it's pretty funny.
I have some preferences.
Wait, can you copy that link and send it to my phone?
Oh, you want to look at it?
Well, yeah, so I can see the things.
Okay.
Just send it to me in Facebook Messenger. Oh, this podcast brought to you by Facebook Messenger. We're taking over Twitter now.
Also Libra.
Oh, there we go. Boom.
Daniel Radcliffe.
There we go.
15. The height works. He's 5'5".
Yep.
There's. I don't know if it's like a huge complaint amongst like comic book fans, but there's a very slight complaint that Wolverine is too tall in Hugh Jackman because he's like 6'1".
A little bit, yeah, but I
or taller or something.
Listen, if you could turn Nick Fury from like David Hasselhoff to I'm a little buzzed right now.
Samuel
L. Jackson. I don't mind that. Okay.
I don't totally hate the idea of Daniel Radcliffe because he really actually does have the range for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like we saw, what was that movie with Elijah Wood? Was it him with Elijah? Was it them together? Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Then they got to get him. They got to get him buff.
They do. But listen, they managed to make Hugh Jackman like ripped.
Yeah,
for
but Hugh Jackman was already incredibly built.
He was. But Hugh Jackman apparently has an incredible amount of range because you see him like in his theater roles. He's playing like an effeminate,
yes.
like you think like, oh no, this dude is about to go to sleep with
He's been doing musical. That's like how he started.
Yeah.
He can go from one end of the spectrum to the other, and it's flawless.
If the only thing you saw was his musical theater, you'd think like, oh no, he's banging a dude right now.
No.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be like, no, he is like an effeminate man. And then you see like him as
you should
Wolverine.
see him in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, I have like people have done those videos where they show him as like, hi everybody, I'm doing a sweet super singing voices, and then they show him as like Wolverine. It's like, oh my god, these are two different people. Like he is a good actor.
He has incredible range.
That is a compliment. And the next one I don't agree with at all.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Brad Pitt,
Skip.
yeah,
Skip.
No.
Ben Affleck,
no.
He's a better Batman. Listen, he was the best part of Batman v Superman, honestly.
I don't know who Justin Theroux is.
So Justin Theroux actually, most recently, is well known for being Jennifer Aniston's second husband, but he's actually a very good actor.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of has that rugged look. He's too tall. And he looks like he could get pretty stacked, but he's too tall.
It looks like he could do
if that's what we're going for right now, that is the requirement.
Number 11, I agree with way more. Joel Edgerton.
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, listen, he was in A Quiet Place.
Never seen that.
No, sorry, not A Quiet Place. What was the one with the virus, the red door? He was the teacher in.
Says he was in It Comes at Night, The Gift.
It Comes at Night. Sorry, listen, I'm a little buzzed. The Warrior. Oh, The Warrior. If you haven't seen The Warrior, you need to see The Warrior. That was a phenomenal movie.
Have not seen it.
Oh, that was a great one. Okay,
I like number 10.
You know what?
I'm actually super
that's my
down
pick.
for number 10.
I think he could do it. You know, at first I was like no, because they show him in the most like buttoned down like spy. It looks like James Bond like having like a nightcap, but like realistically he could pull it off, especially if he buffed up a little bit.
I think
Did you see
could.
what Marvel did to Kumail Nanjiani?
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, he got like
Nikes.
I was like,
So if they could do that to Kumail Nanjiani, they could do.
That dude literally went from like the nerdiest skinny dude with a little bit of tummy punch to like.
I was thinking to myself like before that. I was sitting like, no, if I had to like pick like a list of celebrities to fight, he was on that list. Like if I had to fight somebody, I'd be like, no, let's do Kumail Nanjiani. Like I'd take him. But now I'm like, I see him like, whoa.
He's got, not only is he ripped, but he's got size now.
I'm like,
he went from the sidekick in Deadpool to freaking, what's the wrestler?
Batista.
No.
John Cena.
No, the Southeast Asian wrestler that gets a lot of flack.
Oh, I forget.
Before Jinder Mahal.
Okay. Yeah, he went from the sidekick in Deadpool to Jinder Mahal.
Wait, now before we move on to the next one, I just want to bring up Joel Edgerton and Taron Egerton. Egerton. Is Egerton. They have like almost the exact same last name.
Edgerton and Egerton.
Okay, the next one. Listen, I can see where you're going with this one because he's played some really like macho roles, but I don't see it. I don't think he has like that persona for it.
That charisma. I mean, I could kind of see why they might.
Yeah,
tap.
He's Wolverine.
John Bernthal. Yeah, we didn't say his name.
He's Punisher.
He's the Punisher.
He's already Punisher. He was exceptional in The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, he was really good.
And
honestly, I think you should see more
got
Marvel
a
roles.
Role.
Honestly, I would love it if they like listen. Some like TV Marvel roles, I think should like branch over to like the mainstream Marvel cinematic universe. And this guy, he is the Punisher to me.
Like legit.
I think he would be phenomenal if they just threw him into the next Marvel like big movie and just said,
That'd be dope,
here's the Punisher. He's gonna shoot a bunch of people. And just turn I
wouldn't be mad about it.
Even if it turned into a completely different like bloody 80s era action movie for like 20 minutes, I'd be like, no, this makes sense.
They're already doing that with New Mutants.
Oh sweet, I can't wait for that. Okay, so
Charlie
Hunnam, number 8.
Hunnam.
Like
he was in Suicide Squad, right? He's the.
I can kind of see
Suicide Squad. I don't think he would.
Charlie Hunnam wasn't in Suicide Squad.
He wasn't.
No, he was.
I thought I saw his name in the trailer that we saw.
Wait, the new one, you mean?
He's gonna be in the new one, I think.
Oh, he might be, but he's most well known for being in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
and
that's
Pacific
where his
Rim,
picture's from.
And he is.
Oh yeah, he's the main character from the first Pacific. He was good in that.
I think he physically has the shape and the build for it. I've seen him super, super ripped, but he's again just way too tall.
He's too big and too blonde.
He's too blonde. He could dye his hair. He's also got very, very, very blue eyes. So.
Daphne Keane.
That's
a weird one they just threw in there.
Okay, but that's literally X-23. That's saying, what if?
Okay, yeah.
We don't need Logan anymore.
Yeah, she's already Okay, that's them. This is the problem with some lists is. Some person who makes this list is just throwing their stink on it to try and like here's my hot take, and like, you know what, fuck off, dude. She was really good as what's her face,
Laura
Laura from Logan. Listen, she is that character to me.
She
is X-23, and
she did really good job.
I actually want to see them bring X-23 back.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see it in future Marvel movies. Jason Momoa, no, I can't. Listen,
they put Jason Momoa again. That's the hot take.
Yes, okay. Listen,
Daphne Keane is like
is
just pretend that Logan is completely dead.
Yeah, Jason,
and we just need
Daphne. We just need
X-23 to show up.
Yeah, she's the spicy take. Jason Momoa, now is the hot take.
He's the sexy take.
Listen, this man, I'm not gay, but oh my God. Because they show a picture of him as Aquaman. I'm like, dude, I'm not gay, but I'm questioning that right now. Tom Hardy, listen, I understand, again, where they're going from, but he's already,
Venom.
He's already Venom.
Yeah, he's already Venom.
Look,
he has the physicality for it. And have you seen Bronson?
He was also in Warrior. He was the other guy in Warrior. He was the brother in Warrior. Listen, you should see Warrior for one.
And
have you seen Bronson?
I have not.
No. I can imagine him being very animalistic and getting the berserker rage.
Oh no! If you see him,
you both must see Bronson.
Okay, you both must see Warrior as well. Okay, listen, I will watch. Fine. I will watch Bronson if you watch Warrior with me.
Fine.
Okay, double feature. Good.
Bronson and Warrior are 2 movies I've never heard of.
And listen, I fully understand what they're going with, but yeah,
But look at number 4. Number 4, we've already seen John Bernthal on this list, and now they're throwing Andrew Lincoln at us.
I can't listen.
He's too gaunt.
He's too lanky.
Yeah, he can't do that.
He's also again too.
Joaquin Phoenix. Listen,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, just because Joaquin Phoenix has incredible range doesn't mean he's gonna turn into Wolverine.
He's
gonna be like a deformed Wolverine with a weird shoulder.
No, I just say hard pass on Joaquin Phoenix. Listen, he is a phenomenal actor.
Joker, I think he was born for that.
Yeah,
Joker
he was born
role.
For Joker.
But number 2,
Oscar Isaac is pretty close.
Super about Oscar Isaac.
I can listen. Seeing this guy, yeah, totally, I can see this.
He did play Apocalypse, but you don't really see him.
He's in
really
Poe. He's Poe Dameron. No, listen. He is short. He has pretty good range.
And he can get buff.
He can get buff. Listen, I can see that.
Yeah, my prep. So and then obviously they put number 1 is Keanu Reeves.
Because they're just trying to get you.
Anyway,
ignore. Listen, I understand why they put him there because they're fanboys. But beyond that, no. That's like an honorable mention that they put in the number 1 spot.
So my preferences based off of this list and even including your Letterkenny guy is still Taron Egerton or Oscar Isaac. I think Oscar Isaac actually would have a really good look for it. He can definitely grow the facial hair. And
Daniel Radcliffe, if they can Kumail Nanjiani him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, I got one more little bit of thing to do before we go into the trailers we're going to do.
The debrief.
Listen, apparently, some professor said that Alien versus Predator is racist.
Alien versus Predator.
Well, not Alien versus Predator. Sorry, Alien and Predator are both. I think
Alien and Predator are racist.
Yeah, this is like a hot take he was doing. I think because he was.
Well, this is your hot take right now.
No, that was his hot take, and I'm refuting it. He said that the alien is the embodiment of the black super fertile woman, and I say, well, no, because that's all wrong. Because the whole thing about the alien was it was totally from H.R. Geiger's artwork that they derived the alien thing, and that was more about phallic artwork.
And it was supposed to be sharks and cockroaches.
Cockroaches,
things that, everything that scare, every monster that kind of scares us.
Yeah, he just slapped look even the article that talked about this was more about this guy was just took the most superficial aspects of these two things and just made a hot take because the aliens are black. And so he took that, and the Predator, they have dreadlocks.
Yeah, I can see why they would get the Predator one being
well,
racist.
They said it was an alien Superman, but the problem with that is if you look at the initial footage of what the Predator was supposed to be, it was supposed to be a crab alien.
Right, but they didn't need the hair things.
The dreadlocks.
I can see
that wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary, but
seems like it was done maybe intentionally. That was a choice that they. I don't think they should have made.
I think that's a stretch.
They should have made that
honestly,
choice.
I think that's a stretch for me personally because They kind of dready, but realistically, you don't know if those are tendrils. That's just shit that came up later in the books.
He does. You know what's funny is he does kill like the Rastafarian guy in Predator 2.
You had to wait
He kills the
to the second
dreadlock
movie,
guy.
which I think is underraid. For
Probably.
them to start killing, like listen, I actually
Predator
like the movie.
kills dreadlock.
Predator 2 was great. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. This is my hot take. Predator 2 underrated. Danny Glover was a ton of fun, and this was before Picatinny rails on firearms. So all those guns that they had like extra like accoutrements strapped onto, they had to like do like super cool customizations.
Predator 2 was good. We should do react to scenes.
Oh,
from
we
that movie.
should. Okay.
We should react to scenes of Alien versus Predator.
Oh, we should. That movie was awful.
Number two. Number two.
Two?
The worst scenes of Alien.
Listen, like the first half of the first Alien vs Predator is awful. The second half is actually really good. It's a way truer to the book.
I enjoyed AVP. It was fun.
No,
it was terrifying.
First half of Alien vs Predator, in my opinion, not good. Second half is like that's the part you probably remember where like the mountain climbing chick is like communicating with the Predator and having to work with him.
That was super legit.
That was exactly. Second half, phenomenal. First half, shit. Read the book or the comic, and you'll see like, oh no, that's the part you want. That is all that part. I turned on our friend Emily to those books, and she was like, no, this is a really good book. So listen, and she's kind of snooty.
Yeah,
Emily,
if she likes it, that's a good
Emily,
win. That's
if you're
a
listening,
win.
you're snooty, but we love you.
She doesn't even listen to us.
She does not. Hopefully she doesn't. Jesus.
Hopefully when she comes back, she'll do
You think
an
she's coming
episode
back?
of us. Well, she thinks she's going to come back. She said she's going to come back in like 5 years or something.
Wow, she has a 5-year plan. Good for her.
I don't know.
God, I'm gonna be 40. Jesus. Okay. Okay.
Hopefully it still works.
Let's
Wait,
transition.
why did I say that?
I don't.
Let's transition away from the lounge into the main subject. Okay. So which trailer do you want to talk about first?
I mean, we could just start in the order that we went. Started with Batman.
Okay. So
with
the Batman trailer. Look. So we were talking about what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Listen, Robert Pattinson has this interesting like dynamic going where he did the Twilight movies first, but he did it in the right way, where he got a portion of like the profits from it. Mm-hmm. Like no one thought this movie was going to do well, so he said, "Yeah, give me like X% of the profits." And so he has so much money, he can do all these art house films and really stretch his wings.
Did you see the one that he did about 9/11?
I did not.
That was crazy.
I did not see that.
No, this man, like, look.
He is. Well, okay, but he started out in Harry Potter.
Oh,
as
he
Cedric Diggory.
He did.
Which he was good.
He was
good.
really
good. Actually, I think pretty true to the character.
Was he like the older kid that was like hot
Yeah.
that Hermione had a crush on or something?
I don't know if he had a crush
not
on him.
everyone had a crush. Hermione did. Hermione was.
She was doing
dating
her own
the Russian.
Yeah.
But he
I
was.
don't know. I got it all conflated in my.
It's fine. Cedric Diggory is the one. The other one, it's Goblet of Fire.
I watched the riff tracks for all those, so like I know him pretty well.
Who gets chosen? Who gets chosen for the Triwizard Cup? And he is the hot one, but he's the one that's like, here, Harry, go take your egg to the prefect's bathroom, and take a bath. And he like gives him a hint.
I like how like in Harry Potter, like Harry Potter and his friend, what's the redhead kid?
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley. They're like so nerd. Like they're the nerdiest guys.
Yep.
Yes.
And then they like put all these like hot guys that are like way more attractive than these two small little.
Since this comes from like the British area, they're supposed to be like the Irish, the underdogs. They're supposed to be like they're the discriminated against from that region.
I mean, they're hated because
they're poor and they're.
Well, Harry is sort of we're kind of getting off track.
He's
but Harry
Jesus.
is sort of technically
Is
Muggle.
Jesus.
He's sort of Muggle born because his mother was born of Muggles.
Yeah.
And his father, James Potter, was actually from a pretty good family.
Yeah.
But then Ron Weasley's father works for the Ministry studying Muggles, and they also don't make very good money because it's a government job that just pays crap.
How much studying of Muggles?
Okay, but that's not what
Like,
girls care about.
They're obsessed. He's obsessed with like rubber duckies. Like there's the scene where he's like, "What is the purpose of a rubber
Hermione
duck.
just wants to fuck the fucking. I mean, she just wants to date the athlete. She doesn't care about
No, she actually cared about
Harry Potter's Muggles, whatever.
No, because she's Muggle born.
Ron Weasley's whatever.
But anyway, so
Robert Pattinson
was Cedric Diggory, who was like super, super hot in the books, and in the film he's actually pretty attractive.
Wait, we were talking about Batman a second ago.
We
It
just
feels
got
like
derailed.
It feels like 15 minutes ago. Okay.
But
that
Robert
could have been a
Pattinson-
Twilight conversation, but we chose to make it Harry Potter.
Well, all I was saying was,
which is a better choice.
He made a really good like financial choice to get the portion of the profits from the Twilight series, so he could do all of these art house films and really stretch his wings.
Yep.
And now he's Batman.
He's like the Cody Rhodes of.
Listen,
People were
actors.
kind of. Was it that he or the studio was kind of trolling the public with some of their
saying I'm not working
pre-release
out.
photos and stuff? But then you actually see this film and it's like, okay, so maybe DC has actually kind of given up or kind of let go of their intense desire to compete with Marvel in terms of humor.
Like a 1-to-1, like a competition. Yeah.
This
just
movie
do what
looks
you know you're
extremely
good
serious.
Yeah, and when they really do Batman right, they do him really well.
Yes.
And so, and Robert Pattinson, listen, everyone thought Ben Affleck was going to be a shitty Batman, but in Batman v Superman, he was the best part of that movie, honestly.
I still didn't think it was.
I mean, no, in the Justice League, everything was bad in that. But honestly, in BVS, he was really good.
I have this theory that no one will ever be happy with the new Batman.
Because
you can list anyone and
because
people
he's
will be
not
like,
Christian Bale.
Right.
people who I
And-
feel like
and
people were like kind of pissed off about Christian Bale too. I don't remember, but
Well, and the thing is, people,
I actually thought Ben Affleck was going to be cool. I thought that was a good choice for
people
Batman.
saw the mascara for this new one, and they were really pissed off about that. And I'm like, no, they showed that he has to black out his eyes.
Yeah, he has
It's
to black
fine.
out the eyes. Every Batman did that.
Yeah,
Maybe-
chill the fuck out on
Maybe
that one.
people just haven't been happy since Adam West. They're like, if it's not Adam West, it's insufficient.
No, come on, Michael Keaton was good. And listen,
Michael
Adam
Keaton was
West-
before the internet, so
Adam,
people couldn't complain about that.
Sure.
George Clooney was before the internet, technically too.
Technically, yes, but that was just unequivocally bad.
I remember.
And Val Kilmer.
I remember when I was a kid.
Ugh.
Remember when we had 3 Batman movies and it was 3 different actors?
I remember,
because they couldn't get it right.
There's a show called Extra. That was
Yeah.
kind of like the internet
Extra.
before the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah,
And,
I remember that. Yeah.
They're like, there's a very specialized test to find out if this guy will be a good Batman. So what you do is you get a picture of him, and then you get a black Sharpie, and then you just draw Batman
God.
over, and just the mouth part.
Okay, that makes sense. You know what? I like
Does
that.
the mouth part look good?
I like that. So listen,
And Robert Pattinson's mouth part actually works
Yeah,
well.
Hope Springs Eternal, and I think this is a very early on like alpha or beta test Batman movie, and I like that.
It
I liked
seems like
the
it has
direction.
potential.
I like the direction they went with kind of the vibe and the
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
ambiance of the trailer, the music, and kind of the feel.
It's got the Penguin and early Riddler, so I'm really hoping this will be cool.
It's
It feels like a very young kind of 20-something kind of
Yeah.
feel to it.
with the feel of Dark Knight.
Okay, so let's see. Do you guys want to talk about Snyder Cut or Suicide Squad?
We can talk about Snyder Cut
Okay, so
because what I will say
oh yeah,
is it all looks fantastic.
it does.
There's a singular, stupidly cheesy line uttered by Ben Affleck's Batman at the end.
He hasn't fought us united.
But all I care about is that they keep in the part where the Flash is running and fucking Superman can still see him and he has this
That was one of the best parts.
that was
fully
hands
agree.
down the
One of the
moment
best-
where I was like,
that was one of the best parts of the movie.
this is
Because they are
I
on.
don't hate this 100%.
Yeah, Flash may be a little faster in certain aspects, but Superman can still track him. And I was like, oh, when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This movie right here, this is a good scene.
That's the saving grace of this entire film.
The rest of the movie is kind of shit, but that scene right there, no, I like.
See, I don't.
Just that look of abject terror
like-
in his eyes.
It's like, oh shit, this is a whole different thing right now.
You literally saw all of Ezra Klein's acting range in that moment, from like joyous and like determined to
I'm
just
free and running and
to
doing
just-
my thing.
I'm about to die.
And then Superman, like, there you are. Oh, oh no.
Yeah, that was
Oh no.
that was pure brilliance.
So
No.
Superman can enter the super speed world.
Well, he's
like
just
Flash?
fast enough.
He's
like,
like
well,
legitimately crazy fast.
The Flash doesn't enter like some super fast world. He has the speed force. So he's just
Yeah.
really fast. But Superman is so fast, like he can track him. And in like multiple like forms in like comic books, in animation, and in now film, Superman is not like maybe as fast as him, but he can track him. It's like me fighting my sensei who's faster than me.
Uh-huh.
I can still like with enough practice I can
So
see
you're-
like
This
oh,
you're Superman.
analogy.
no, I can
And he's the Flash.
no, yeah, I can track him, and if I like watch his body motion enough, I can like block him. But
Uh-huh.
listen, if he does it, if he like hides his like load, he can punch me in the face whenever he wants. So it's kind of like that. Like if he's doing like regular boxing stuff, and if I watch his body motion, I can follow him. But if he like hides the load and just shoots his fist out, he's gonna punch me in the face.
All I'm saying is, Flash knows that if Superman is tracking him, he can laser off
Yeah.
his arm if he wants.
Oh, so he can't really catch up to the Flash, but
He might be
he
able to
can
laser.
shoot him.
Is the Flash well, the Flash might be like faster than light, but he might at this point in the Flash, he might not know that yet.
Yeah, he's also like crazy young, and
Yeah.
Superman has had a lot of time to understand how to, fight and anticipate, and so he could 100%.
Well, they're probably leaving.
And
we'll
really,
probably
the
leave that
whole
in.
thing I noticed was like this song or this trailer had like an incredible amount of footage that like wow, like Snyder filmed a crap load of stuff before like DC said we need to complete with Marvel. So like I think this is going to be kind of at the very least it's going to be an interesting watch.
And it's like an urban legend that's
Yeah.
come true. Like DC fans
This
were
is the
like
perfect
talking about
This is
like,
the perfect storm.
the Snyder Cut's coming out. Everyone watch. You see,
Everyone,
Justice League is a good movie. Just got to see the Snyder Cut.
right, everyone's locked indoors. The Snyder Cut is kind of legendary, and they can't really like easily film a lot of new stuff. So they're like, why don't we just take all the stuff we already have and give the fans what they want?
And then Zack Snyder, apparently, what is he? Is he actually there editing it on like Premiere Pro or After Effects? He's like out there, like just.
No, he doesn't have Premiere and After Effects. He has a magic wand. Is what he had. No, okay. So how about we go on to Suicide Squad? This one looks actually kind of fun. Again,
Well, this
That's
is
because they brought in James Gunn.
this trailer is actually I'm the most excited about this.
yeah.
I mean, it's
than
literally like
any of the other
seeing-
movies.
It's like seeing Guardians again for the first
Right.
time.
Well, look, I understand the first one was crap, and it looked really good. But listen, hope springs eternal, and I'm willing to give this the shot. Like, maybe they learned the right lessons.
They have freaking Peter Capaldi, who is the 12th Doctor from Doctor Who. So I am immediately sold.
Like, I didn't watch enough of the trailer. At a certain point, I realized, holy shit, Nathan Fillion's in this.
Nathan Fillion's in it.
Nathan Fillion,
Who else is in it?
Pete Davidson.
Pete
No,
Davidson.
the button. Who else? Who's?
Oh, wait.
And his name is John C.
Yes. Oh, Victor. Vic, man,
I hate you
fist
both.
bump.
So he's in it.
He's in as like some like Captain America knockoff.
The Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker. Oh,
He's got like a really silly looking costume.
Oh yeah, they knew. We have to like give him the dumbest, and he has like a Desert Eagle with like an extended barrel with a compensator, like something you get on like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like I have this gun in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, where it's like a 40-inch barrel, and he's like just wrecking people. It's like phenomenal.
Yeah. The only other character with a worse costume than him is the polka dot man.
He's throwing. I don't even know what his powers are. I know like this is awesome. They
Also-
have, like, King Shark.
Idris Elba
Yes.
Idris Elba's in
is,
that.
as
what is he at?
Bloodsport.
Listen, I've read a bunch of those comics, and those are phenomenal. Like, look, I am excited.
And okay, I just want to say that
Say it.
somehow DC was able to swipe a bunch of Marvel talent They have Taika Waititi.
Oh yeah, they do. Jeez.
And
Waititi.
James Gunn.
And James Gunn.
And Sean Gunn, who is James Gunn's brother, who was also in Guardians, who was also in Gilmore Girls.
He's in every James Gunn movie.
Yes. Okay.
Kind of like Ron Howard's brother.
And Flula Borg.
He's Flula
The
Borg.
Borg are here? Sweet.
Flula, the one that I
Flula
made.
Borg.
Flula, DJ.
He's the Javelin Man?
DJ Flula, who does the thing where he doesn't understand American idioms, and it's the greatest thing that has ever graced the
and
internet.
you know, one of these guys, like some of them, like the Thinker or something, are gonna die real early on because like they every Suicide Squad thing, they have to like show like all the people, even the comics, like, look, you're gonna die if you mess with us, and then one guy's like, I don't believe you, and then they blow up his head. So one of these guys is gonna die out in like the first like 20 minutes of the movie, and I can't wait for it.
Okay, so what?
And Nathan Fillion.
Polka Dot Man is actually the actor is also going to be in the new Dune film.
Oh, so he's the actor. Sorry.
Oh, and we brought up Pete Davidson. He's
Yeah, the
Yeah,
comedian
Pete
is
Davidson.
What's his name?
Moving on.
Okay, listen, I'm hopeful.
And Michael Rooker. Like, DC is just like, oh, hey, Marvel, you don't have an exclusive contract. We'll just take these phenomenal actors and directors and producers you have, and we'll put them in our films, too.
So, long story short, I understand why the first movie sucked. They kind of, like, messed it up. But I'm willing to give them another shot because they know they have a really good property here.
Yeah, it's directed by James Gunn. And how much power did they give him? Probably
Like, all of the power?
Hopefully all of the power. And it looks like they said it was like a Vietnam, like a 70s kind of Vietnam kind of feel. With
Yes,
kind of
that's
like
what they were
a
talking about.
like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel.
Yep.
So that's going to be awesome.
Well, it's weird. Idris Elba was sitting there like, I'm tired of being Heimdall. So he goes to another comic book movie. Like, what the hell? He's just tired of wearing that. I think the headdress was just very heavy on his neck.
Heimdall. Say something.
Okay. And
What time? Okay, what part in history does it take place? Does it take place after the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey?
We'll find out
before?
later. I have no clue. I think we're gonna find out when we see the movie. Okay,
All
there's
right.
one more movie that we saw a trailer for, Rogue, with
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, and boy, we were talking about like someone you don't buy as like a special ops, like extraction expert, like super skinny, super hot. Megan Fox. Like, listen, if she's the archaeologist or like the planner for the mission, I totally buy it. If she's like the person who's like, okay, Alpha team, go. Bravo team, just flank right. Like, no, I don't buy that at all. But it's like,
who was the actress that was in Mandalorian? Who was like a UFC?
yeah,
fighter?
her. She was also in the Deadpool movie, the first one.
She would do good.
I would buy her 100% because she looks like an athletic person. Megan Fox looks like she just runs. That actress looks like she like lifts, runs, and punches people.
Gina Carano.
Oh god, she was great. I buy her like beating up the Mandalorian. Like Megan Fox, I'm like, no, she's the person over the radio who's like, you got like enemies coming up from the west. That's who she is. Or she's like the spy seductress who's like, oh wait, and you don't know who I am, but then she like pulls out a gun and then maybe pulls out some martial arts moves. That's who she is to me. But she's like leading this team of like special ops, like extraction experts.
Yeah.
In this scene, it's like, oh, we got the governor's daughter. And then at like the halfway point of the trailer, it turns into like a horror movie with lions. It's like the Tiger King's going to show up and be like, Carol Baskin.
Like Carol Baskin.
She made me come out to Africa. and now it's like, at a certain point, like in the trailer, it turns into like, we have to survive the lion attack. And I have no idea how this thing works.
Yeah, I probably agree with you on that sentiment of Megan Fox being wrongly casted, however you would say that for the role.
What I want to say is like
it was an interesting choice.
good, interesting choices are really good. That's the very kind way to put it. I think this is more of that thing where it's like, given COVID, people are just like giving A-list actors like weird B-list movie plots and saying like, let's put like maybe not a major motion picture budget behind it, but maybe like half a one.
Yeah. That was like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that Project Power movie.
Right.
It's like, what's he doing in there? It was good to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt though.
That one was good.
And Jamie Foxx.
But it was like a B movie plot. But everyone's stuck in their homes, and we can't really do much right now. It's like we have to get like half the staff, half the budget, and then we have to go someplace with half the tax, burden. So we'll go to like New Orleans, or we'll go to Africa, and we'll take this one person who can like carry a movie. So yeah, it's weird, but listen, I can't wait to watch it and then rip it a new one when we see it.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited about this new Suicide Squad though.
I was super excited about that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fantastic.
I pray it will be. Listen, I'm hope springs eternal for me. Like they may mess up, and Birds of Prey wasn't like it was fun, but it wasn't what I hoped it would be. So hopefully this one will be like an extension, and it'll be like this is gonna be like them getting it right.
Hey, and it might be Robert Pattinson's Batman. Turns out to be one of the greatest films of all time. Who knows?
Right?
I have hope. I have hope because I remember watching all of those in high school.
Right? Okay. So listen.
Long story short,
Oh,
you're gonna watch Bronson. Well, you two are gonna watch Bronson, and he and I are gonna watch Warrior.
yes.
So then we can talk about
That sounds great.
just how great Tom Hardy is.
Okay, here. Could you listen? I'm pretty buzzed right now because I'm on my second Jameson.
Thank you for tuning in to the Transmit Podcast. I'm your host, Samantha.
Whoa. No. I am your host, Spike. Joined by.
I'm your host, Victor.
Whoa.
And
this is Spike. And we'll see you next time.
Spike.
What? No.
That's Samantha.
What is happening? What is it? What is? I don't.
Drink less.
Hey, you said Samantha could do the.
Yeah, you pointed at me to do the thing.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
This is the fans. Listen to me. This is a usurpation of my power.
Usurpation is one of them.
I'm drunk. Shut up. Help me. Help me.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys.